Have you ever sent a text, saw the little read receipt, and then silence? You sit there staring at your phone like it's going to grow legs and walk up to her house to ask what's wrong, but nope, nothing. She used to reply in 3 seconds with a cute emoji. Now it's been 3 days, and the only thing you're getting is a read receipt and early signs of insomnia. And you start asking yourself all kinds of questions. Did I say something wrong? Is she mad at me? Maybe her phone's broken. Maybe she got kidnapped. Maybe I should text again. Nah, bro. Sit tight. Let me tell you a story. One that starts with pain, confusion, and ghosted texts, but ends with power, peace, and a little thing called Stoicism. Once upon a recent time, there was a guy named Jay. Jay was your average guy, worked a 9 to 5, went to the gym 3 times a week, sometimes just to take selfies, and had recently started talking to a girl named Mia. Now, Mia, oh man, she had that kind of smile that made you forget your Netflix password. At first things were great. They'd text every day, laugh about memes, share weird TikToks at midnight. Mia even called him funny, which, let's be honest, is the highest compliment a man can get from a woman. But one day, the vibe changed. Jay sent a good morning text. Mia left him on read. He waited. He sent a hope your day's going well text. Nothing. That night, Jay went into full FBI mode, checked her Instagram stories. Yup, she was active. Posted a boomerang of her Starbucks, with a guy's hand in the background. R.I.P. Jay. His mind spiraled. He overanalyzed every word he'd said. He scrolled up their chats like he was decoding ancient runes. He even considered messaging her. Hey, just wondering if everything's okay. But then something happened, something beautiful. He remembered a random podcast he'd heard during a late-night scroll session. It was about Stoicism, the philosophy of not losing your mind when life doesn't go your way. And in that moment, Jay did something wild. He did nothing. That's right. No triple texts, no guilt trips, no 2 a.m. drunk calls, no vague Instagram stories that say, "I'm good without you." He just existed. Why? Because Jay learned one of the most powerful truths you'll ever hear. When someone starts ignoring you, it's not a reflection of your value. It's a reflection of their interest. And you don't need to chase interest. You need to attract respect. Now, I know what you're thinking. Bro, that's easier said than done. What if I really like her? What if she's the one? Let's pause right there. The one is a Disney concept, not a Stoic one. The Stoics had a different idea. Control what you can, accept what you can't, and respond with wisdom. Here's how that applies. Step 1. Don't panic. Observe. When a woman starts ignoring you, the first instinct is to freak out. Don't. That's emotion talking. Instead, take a breath. Ask yourself, has anything changed in your behavior? Were you being needy? Did you cross a boundary? Or did she simply lose interest? This is not about blame. It's about clarity. Let's use an example. Imagine you're in a restaurant. The waiter used to check on you every 5 minutes. Now he's disappeared. Do you go hunting for him in the kitchen? No. You raise your hand, wait a bit, and if he still doesn't come back, you ask for the bill and leave. Same logic. If someone's attention vanishes, you don't chase them. You check yourself. Then you check out politely. Step 2. Resist the urge to chase. Here's what most guys do when they're ignored. Double text. Apologize for things they didn't even do. Send a meme to break the ice. Post cryptic sad quotes like, "Sometimes silence is the loudest scream." No, 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 and definitely no. Let me drop some Stoic wisdom here. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Seneca. You're imagining that if you send the perfect message, she'll come back. that maybe she just forgot, that maybe she's testing you. Reality. People make time for who they want to talk to. Period. Chasing someone who's ignoring you is like running after a bus that already drove off. It makes you look sweaty, desperate, and still not any closer to your destination. Step 3. Shift your focus. Jay, our friend, did something radical. Instead of obsessing over Mia, he hit the gym, not out of anger, but to sharpen his discipline. He started reading again, not self-help books with titles like How to Make Her Miss You in 7 Days, but actual philosophy. He even picked up a new skill, photography, started taking cool pictures of nature, posted them online, got a few compliments, boosted his self-worth. And slowly, Mia became a chapter, not the whole book. That's the Stoic way. When someone stops showing up for you, you don't collapse, you expand. You fill that emotional space with growth, hobbies, friends, learning, anything that builds your inner world. Why? Because your value is not dependent on someone else seeing it. You are not a product waiting to be chosen. You are a man building himself. That's attractive. That's rare. That's Stoic. Step 4. Let her go, with dignity. This part hurts, but it's necessary. Sometimes she comes back, sometimes she doesn't. But either way, you let go. You don't wait around like a puppy at the door. You don't hold a grudge or send one final, "I just wanted closure" message. You release her from your expectations. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop controlling. You can still wish her well. You can still remember the good times, but you don't let her absence disturb your peace. Let me tell you what happened with Jay. Weeks passed, no text from Mia. Then one random Friday night, he gets a DM. "Hey, stranger." Classic. But by then, Jay had changed. He wasn't waiting. He wasn't bitter. He wasn't playing games. He replied kindly. No sarcasm, no thirst. They chatted for a bit, but the vibe had shifted. Not because Mia was different, but because he was. Jay had learned something powerful. Being ignored doesn't hurt as much when you're not looking outside yourself for validation. Let's wrap this up with a truth bomb. A Stoic doesn't control others. A Stoic controls himself. If she's ignoring you, that's information, not devastation. She's showing you where her attention is. Now you get to decide where yours will go. Choose yourself. Choose your peace. Choose your path. Because in a world full of people chasing attention, the man who stays calm, the man who stays grounded, the man who doesn't flinch when someone disappears, that man, he stands out. That man is unforgettable, and who knows? Maybe one day when she's scrolling through her old messages, she'll wonder why you didn't chase her. And the answer will be simple. You were too busy building a life worth being a part of.